Hey everybody, welcome to another ModulGlock devlog. We've got all sorts of wacky stuff to show you this week. So let's get started. First things first, let's start off here with our rear sight. This has been hiding in devlogs for a couple weeks now, and it's been broken. However, it is now fixed, so I'm very pleased to show you all the Leupold Delta Point Micro. This is a rear sight red dot with an extremely narrow, field of view, if you want to call it that. I guess just, objective lens here. But, at full extension, basically the dot kind of takes up the whole tube there. If we grab the back of it here, it does actually pop up our, red dot menu here, and we can crank the brightness up to 8, it looks like. And at 8 brightness, this thing basically takes up the the whole screen there. So if we go ahead and load this up and take a couple shots with it, basically, as soon as that dot is visible, you kind of know you're on target. It's a very weird way to shoot, but it's just a funny little Glock accessory. I've been aware of it for years and have always wondered how it shoots. The answer is terribly. I'm not a big fan, but it's there. It's kind of funny, so we have to have it. Some other new additions here in our Glock slides category here. We do now have a Terran Tactical Combat Master slide, so we now have this in G34 and G17 slide lengths. However, for G17, it also comes in this very nice copperhead color. We can pair that with our TTI Gen 3 magwell, which now also has a DDC or copperhead matching color. We can, of course, equip a TTI +2 base plate with FDE, and there's your kind of Terran Tactical Glock build. However, I am forgetting, of course, our Terran Tactical trigger as well. So, let's see here. Man, I keep forgetting there's more stuff to this build. We do have some TTI kind of block rear and fiber optic front sight there. So there we go. Anyways, let's take this back to a relatively standard Glock. We'll get rid of this this magwell here. And let's see here, we'll go back to a relatively standard slide. Skin back to black. Yeah, we'll keep the trigger for now. That's fine. Let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this devlog. Ignore that magazine. Which, as you may have seen, are Glock stocks. We finally have conversion kits working. I've got 3 so far, and all of them are very different from each other, which has been a interesting challenge for City Robo and I to fix. Up first, we have the B&T USWG conversion kit. I'm going to come over here and get myself some sort of optic, just for the time being. You know what, let's use this Steiner. Been a big fan of this, the Steiner. We'll go ahead and slap this on this rear Picatinny sight. But yes, this is the B&T USWG. It has a rear charging handle that, it opens when you grab it, and it also has a side folding stock. Also has Picatinny up here for flashlights, lasers, or foregrips if that's your style. But let's go ahead and run it through. You do have a grab point up front. Let's also crank the brightness on this thing a little bit. Oh yeah, this has that weird kind of 4-dot reticle. We'll go ahead and reset our target. And so it does reduce recoil a decent amount. However, you can, of course, also fire it just like a normal pistol, which doesn't have the same recoil reduction, of course. Snap that back and put a few out really, really quickly. So let's talk about our next stock here, which is the famous Roni conversion kit. I'd also like to point out that these stocks override a couple options. You can see that our frame-mounted category, which has like the ALG and some of these Picatinny mounts, get overridden by these stocks. They also override the end plates section, since pretty much all of these charging solutions mount to the rear of the slide. So, talking a little bit about the Roni, what makes this unique? Obviously, it's got a lot of rail space, even up front here as well. It does have a folding stock. However, it also has a front mag well. So if we go ahead and slap that back on there, you got your kind of functioning foregrip point. There we go. For expedited reloads. You do also have an oversized mag release here. Mag release button, I guess. It's just a really clear indicator of when you are dry, as if the charging handle being locked to the rear is not enough for you. So, some other very interesting things here. Since I have a G17, the magwell up front here will not accept G19 magazines. So if we swap to a G19, ooh, whoops, looks like that re-equipped the frame-mounted stuff. If we swap to a G7 or G19, now we can accept G19 mags up front, as well as G17. So it does have, frame awareness. If we go even crazier with like a G26 in here, you can now stick G26 magazines up front. Yeah, this thing is pretty crazy. Very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and swap back to a G17. There we go. And we'll check out our last conversion kit, the Fab Defense KPOS Scout. So this one has rail space, kind of all over the place. It does have a front foregrip built in along with a folding stock. If we were to, let's take a... Where are you? Yeah, we'll just throw this one on here. You can hide the front foregrip just by attaching anything to this lower rail, if that is your speed. We'll go ahead and take that off for now. Let's see here. So how does this one operate? This has a rear charging handle, kind of AR-15 style. And all of these, this is important to note, all of these conversion kit charging handles override your ability to grab the slide. As you can see, I cannot grab the slide from here, just because they obscure so much of the slide. So, let's see here. We'll go ahead and slap 17 in here, and we'll see what the recoil looks like on the KPOS Scout. It's a little bit higher than on the Roni. I think the Roni has the greatest recoil reduction just because it's got so much mass to it, especially out front. Oh, something I forgot to mention about the Roni. If we re-equip this one does take suppressors and muzzle brakes. So if we, oh, I don't know, we'll just put like a corded suppressor on there. Bam. There we go. Direct thread suppressor. And now your Roni is suppressed. So, just another fun feature of the Roni. Going back to the Scout, it does have some skin options here. We've got FDE, olive drab, and gray. Basically, it's kind of a two-part polymer and metal construction. As you can see, what's polymer and what's metal. I suppose this is just a workaround here, but if you do still want full auto capability on some of these conversion kits, obviously primary option is to just equip a Glock 18 slide, which has full auto built in. You can't really see the slide back there. There it is. G18 slide has obviously a full auto switch built into it, but let's say for some reason, you know, you want like an FDE slide underneath your gray conversion kit. If you re-equip a slide, all of a sudden the end plates category pops up. I'm just gonna leave that as a bug because it does let you equip a full auto end plate. So with that and that, boom, you can start burning through some rounds in your conversion kit. So, let's see here. What else have we added? There's one wacky addition to our magazine end plates here. You've heard of the plus 23 extension, but now we have the plus 83 extension. The colloquially known as the Glock and Balls. This brings a 17-round magazine up to 100. We'll go ahead and actually we'll spawn lock that. For some reason, I don't think we're going to be able to make this like change slot size, so you can stack these in small slots. You're welcome. Let's have a little burn down. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, this does also work on the G19 as well, and G26. So if we, you know, let's get rid of this crazy conversion kit here, and take our G26 10-round magazine. I feel like that's just not quite enough capacity for me. We'll stack 83 rounds on top of it, slot it in, and oh, come on. Something went horribly wrong there. I am not sure what. But yeah, 83 rounds on a G26. Let's also not forget our 31-round magazine that can also take an additional 83 rounds. You know my math capabilities from other devlogs. We're not going to talk about it. Let's put the Radian Ramjet on here, just so we can get a few shots on target, maybe. Fantastic. All right. Well, that is the Glock and Balls, along with all of our very interesting conversion kit options available to us. I hope you all are just as thrilled by this devlog and some of these creations as I am. Where we're going from here, I just need to figure out how I want to approach slide mounted versus barrel mounted compensators, and then I think I'm looking at a Glock Gen 3 release. Talked about it before a little bit, but I'm probably going to postpone Gen 4 and Gen 5 Glocks to down the road, just so you guys can get your hands on this. All right, that is everything from me. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.